The landlord started eating the vadais. After I had watched all this, at last I went home. Mama was very surprised, but she couldn't understand the reality behind it. My elder brother was there. I told him the story in all its comic detail. She even added something more to make it more funny and talked to her brother. I told him the story in all its comic detail. I fell about with laughter at the memory of a big man and an elder at that, making such a game out of carrying the parcel. But Anna was not amused. My elder brother was not happy. He was surprised also. He told me that the man wasn't being funny when he carried the package like that. He said everybody believed that they were upper caste and therefore must not touch us, because if they touch us they will be polluted, because we belong to the low caste. If they did, they would be polluted. That's why he had to carry the package by its string. When I heard this, I didn't want to laugh anymore, because now I could understand what was the reason of that so big man bringing the packet in such a funny way, and I felt terribly sad. How could they believe that it was disgusting, disgraceful if one of us hold the package in his hand? Even though the vadai had been wrapped first in a banana leaf and then parceled in the paper, still if we touch it, keep it in the hand, it will be polluted. I felt so provoked, so angry I was, and that I wanted to touch those wretched vidais myself straightway. Now knowingly I want to spoil those eatables for the man. Why should we have to fetch and carry for these people? Why should we work for them? I wondered. Such an important elder of ours goes meekly, very weakly, meekly means very weakly, to the shops to fetch snacks and hands them over reverently, very respectfully, regarding the people, bowing and shrinking, trembling with fear, just to this fellow who just sit there and stuffs them into the mouth. The thought of it infuriated me. I was so angry now. How was it that these fellow thought so much of themselves? Because they have scrapped 4 coins. They are rich, they have gathered some money. Did that mean they must lose all human being feelings? But we too are human beings. Underline the line, because this is the title given to your second article. Under the skin, all human beings are same. Our people should never run these petty earns. These petty jobs should not be done by us. We should work in their fields like labor, take our wages, and that's all. My elder brother, who was studying in a university, had come home for holidays. He would often go to the library in our neighboring village in order to borrow some books. So one day, when he was coming back home, walking along the banks of the irrigation tank, you must have seen the place where people used to store the water for irrigation to weave in their fields. One of the landlord's men came up behind him. He thought my Anna, my elder brother, looked unfamiliar because he used to stay in the college in the hostel, and so he asked, "Who are you, Appa? What's your name?" Anna told him his name, and the second question immediately was, "Which street do you live?" Because if he comes to know the place where my elder brother lives, it will obviously clear to him to which caste we belong. Because you must have seen in the village even today that there are particular streets and particular areas, particular wells for the people belonging to lower caste or scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. They are not allowed to enter in other streets. Anna told me all these things, and he added, because we are born into this community means we are born in this low caste, we are never given any honor or dignity or respect. We are we are deprived of all these things. But the only way to get all these things back in the life is if we study and make progress. We can throw away these indignities, these disregards. So study with care. Learn all you can. Work hard. If you are always ahead in your lessons, you will stand first in your class. People will come to you according to their own accord, according to their own choice. They will come to you, attach themselves to you, and will be friend to you. So work hard and learn. The next 2-3 lines are very important for short question. What The words that Anna spoke to me that day made a deep impression on me, because you may get the question, what advice was given by the elder brother of Bama to her, with what effect? So I studied hard, and with all my breath and being, with all my breath and beings, day and night, whatever efforts could I put that in a frenzy, almost in a crazy way, and I stood first in my class as Anna has urged. My brother has requested. I stood first in my class, and because of that, many people became my friends. So, education is the only source, is the only way to get respect, to come ahead in life, to throw away all these indignities based on caste, color, religion, culture, nationality. So that's all about these two articles. We too are human being. With this, I'm going to wind up the chapter, Memories of Childhood. Thank you. Have a nice day.